welcome to CrashLander. You guys have more than likely seen others covering this, so I'm not going to hold you down and slow you back. I'm going to crack on. I have played a little bit, so I at least know the opening. It is an interesting new mod. It has brought so much along with it. Entire new map, quests, things to do, and a complete overhaul on how things are made and how we build things and how we go around that way. Very, very interesting. So we've got to craft a scrap workbench. Also hope that I haven't lost my landing pod. That'd be very bad. That would be very bad. I thought for a minute there that we'd gone past it and we're back around to it, but here we go. So we can craft in here, and it's telling us we want to craft this. So we need 70 wood. Luckily for us, we've got our little axe, so we'll go get some wood. Crack on. See this? A spruce sapling. We can now plant our own trees, which is a huge leap forward, because in scrap mechanic our resources were, you could run out of resources if you were crazy. If you kind of used everything, you could harvest all of your trees, you could rip off all your rocks. There was no way to get them back, so to have them something that we can plant at the very least, that is very, very helpful for us. Now we can craft this bench. Bada bing bada boom. Grab some forest berries. Ooh, something new. And there's a notice at the bottom. Oh, we've got this, which is coal. Got a copper block, so there is new resources that the guys have added in for us, so everything is slightly different, which is, it's good. It's nice to have a different way through things. Hey, we'll get the bench, we'll put this down and see what we can do with it. So we've got two different ways of getting metal block 1, interesting, and we've got a pickaxe. We'll grab this pickaxe, it'll help us get some more stone, and then we need to craft the radio receiver. Ooh, I was lucky. So we'll craft those things, we'll see how we get on, we'll come back when they're done. Or hopefully the bench should be done now. Just harvest some wood, and I found a wok, so it happens to be right in amongst a load of corn, so I use the corn to get me some milk. This should be finished now, it is. We'll collect that, and we'll collect that. And we have a radio receiver. Ooh. Pull up the radio receiver, take our bench, give it a scan, see what happens. There is a location we have discovered. Alright, let's go check this out, see what we got. Got a weird animal over here. It's not a wok, but it kind of looks like a wok. Doesn't look very friendly. Don't really know. Don't want to get too close. One thing I have noticed is that there is a lack of bots, which is sort of worrying. It's actually quite worrying, because I would have expected to hear or see some bots right now, but there hasn't been any. Don't really know what that means. So I guess, is there any? Is there not any? It's a question for the ages, I guess. I want to get some honey while I'm here, while it's around. I know we used to make wheels out of this stuff, but we've got a load of different resources, so I don't know how things work. But while it's here, I might as well gather it. And then continue on our way to our mysterious land. But we've got a great big body of water in front of us, and it seems like the signal is just the other side. I am going to go route 1 and go straight line it, straight across the water. I'm wondering if we've got glue clams and stuff still. We see the clams, and we see the oil things, but do we have glue in here? Yes, so that's still the same. So glue is still in glue clams. It looks like oil is still over on these things. Yeah, it is. Crude oil. Awesome. Ooh. And we get achievements as well. That's cool. So we have quests, we've got achievements, we've got new resources, a house in the distance, and it's going dark. That's not fun. Ooh. That's one thing I've not noticed as well either. We haven't had any ruins. But this fella, look at him. What's he up with? Hello? Oh, we have NPCs, like actual NPCs. This is going to be fun. What is that? Ooh. It's a little wolf. Now, there's a curiosity to me, I guess, because I don't know what any of these creatures do or are, but I'm noticing a severe lack of bots. I know what woks do and are, so I'm okay talking to woks. Well, say talking, you know what I mean, interacting with woks. But the rest of the stuff, I'm not too sure. I don't know how I feel about it. So I'm going to avoid them until I know a little bit more. And I would rather have somewhere to sleep, so I've got a respawn point before I get myself killed. So Yeah, let's not go too crazy. We're at the point now where we've got to gather coal. Now, my brain would tell me you mine coal underground. But since there... What the heck's that? But since there is no underground, I'm going to imagine it's either going to be in the trees, which so far I haven't found it, or in the rocks. Which, again, I don't know. This is the first time I'm breaking into rocks. I keep finding this stuff, though. And it's not coal, because coal is a black thing. This is like a brown thing. Yeah, it's copper block. There you go. So we get scrap stone and we get copper. Ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I would assume, maybe wrongly, that this is coal. Let's have a look, see what we could have won. Yes, it is coal. Okay, 15 blocks and we need 40. Alright, well, I'm going to crack on. And when we got 40, we'll come back. We got pretty lucky with that rock stack. Quite a lot of coal out of it real early, so I don't really need to smash through it. But we'll go see what this dude wants. Oh, yeah. So we find out his name is Bill, and he wants leaving alone, so no idea what we do now. Let's crack out the radio, see if we've got anything we can scan. Well, scan is complete, and we're not finding anything, so I don't really know what to do from here. I saw this crate, so we'll give this a tickle, see what comes out. Some chemicals and a tomato, that's good. Ooh, another crate over here as well. I don't know. So what I think I'm going to do is set up a little bit of a base somewhere. I don't know. I kind of feel that we should be close to this Bill dude. He seems to have some missions for us, even though he says to leave him alone now. So I go and build near the water or something. Just make sure he's happy to leave us alone. Yep, he still wants to be left alone. Okay, here's as good as any place to set up. We use the stone, build out over the water. We won't get much out of this. Whoa, 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 wow. Okay, so they're painful, but they don't swim. That's a relief. Why they got to be so violent? Really not going to get much out of this. They're literally just waiting for me now. Okay, well, I'm not going to ask any questions. I can use it. It's not particularly well supported, but I can use it. That's fine. So we get metal block out of using scrap metal and out using coal, or out using this raw metal and using coal. So I guess it's kind of like smelting it. So that is pretty good. What do I need to unlock this? I don't know. So there is another table there, but it is currently locked. Let's craft this, being as these things are sat here. Give it a go, see what it works. These guys look pretty happy to see me. Okay. Seems like a pretty quick attack. Can we get them one at a time? I don't really want to get all three of them. Okay, so he does come in. Kind of hitting like a farm bot. He's got the farm bot growl to him. Ooh. He gives us wolf hide. Okay, so these are wolves. With a punch to him. Nasty punch at that. Got him. Right, now you should be scared, my friend. So hit and move, hit and move, hit and move. Oh, this has got some sort of range on it. That's good. Okay, cool. So that's them done. I guess we explore. Well, well, well. I cannot pick up the soil. But I can pick up this soil. Okay. Just going to try and explore a little bit. Open up my area. See if there's anything around. I find it quite interesting that there doesn't seem to be any ruins. Like, no ruins whatsoever. But we do have these weird wolves. We know that they're right. Wolves are bad. We know that wolves are bad. But these things. What about these things? Okay, so he doesn't actually attack us. Interesting. Do you like corn? You don't know what you're doing, do you? Okay, I think he's broke. I think he's very broke. Ow. Okay, so he will attack back. Wow, he's quite painful. He's very painful. Oh my days, he hits hard. Don't want to get in a fight with one of these. I don't know how many hits it'll take to kill him, but he's not dying. But he is still chasing. Okay. Is he still following me? No, aggro's gone. Okay, cool. I've just been told I should scan a lot more as I explore the area. So as I run around and I, like, scan, I might find stuff. So far I haven't found anything. But as we've explored further, we have a new area to go to. I'm going to yeet over there, see what we got. We have some sort of antenna, which is kind of interesting. There are no other buildings. I've literally seen no other buildings, no ruins. So I don't really know what is going on. Oh, that the wolf's looking at me. Anyway. So we do have an antenna. What's this? Ooh. Always try and take whatever you've got lying around. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, I can collect wheel tire component. Does that pick up a... It is. Spring component. This is so strange. Like, we're finding a lot of parts to things, but no actual things. If that makes sense. Like, we're finding tire components, but no tires. Or we're finding wheel components, but no complete wheels. I gotta go back to Bill anyway and speak to him about this disc thing that we've got. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Right, off back to Bill. It's a long run, so I'll be a while. Right, here he is. You know the drill. Ooh, so he's just given me some soil, some red beets, and some carrots. And I also noticed we can trade with him. Oh, so he will take copper, he will take coal, and he will take sort of how we produce metal, the seeds and fertilizer. But right now I've got to grow 5 carrots and 5 red beets. So I'm going to do that near my quote-unquote base, if I can call it that. The wolf down here chased a wok into the water. I just got him out of the way. Right, so soil, where's our limit? And I was lucky that I found a bucket, so we can use that. And he also gave us, what is this, a watering can. Okay, I can fill this. Oh, you get 3 throws out of it. So it's like a bucket, but then some. So that's handy. Oh, he only gave us 2 beet seeds and 1 carrot seed. Okay, not a worry. I won't stress too much. I'll let them grow, and I'll kind of carry on harvesting to build my base as it gets darker. We've now unlocked this as well. So we need metal block 1 and wood block 1. And what do we need for wood block 1? A load of normal wood. We need 55 of these though, so we get 10 for each one. Right, I will be back after a lot of harvesting. It's getting dark anyway, so it's always good to do that now. Alright, we've been busy overnight and we've got enough resources now that we can craft this workbench. So we'll craft this. So we'll collect this, we'll pick this up, scrap workbench first, then the new workbench. There we go. So what we got in here then? Okay. So to get an axe, I need an axe head and a handle, which don't look like they're actually in here. There's a lot of stuff that is in here. Ooh, loads of other benches. Okay, so circuit boards. What do we need for circuit boards? We need metal block and copper block for circuit boards. I think if I try and get as many benches as I can, because in my head that kind of unlocks as much crafting as we can do, maybe 5 metal block and 10 copper block, but in here 15 copper. Well, it makes more sense to 2 circuit boards, 15 and 10, or 10. Well, it makes sense to do it in here. We'll do that, get a circuit board or 2, come in here, try and grab the metal bench. It's going to get a little bit confusing with different benches offering different recipes for the same thing, because this is kind of like a more upgraded bench, but its price for the circuit board is more expensive than this bench's price for the circuit board, despite the fact that you still get 2. So now I need metal block, and this definitely doesn't do metal block, does it? No. So all the metal block has got to come through this one. And we need like 50. Ooh, we've also run out. So we'll just let this go. I'm going to go get some more mining done and hopefully work towards getting all the different benches. Well, I've had a busy night. Been able to get the metal bench. So what we got here? So, okay, let's have a look. So it's 10 and 10, or it's 15 and 5. So it's 15 and 5, which is the same, and it was 10 and 10. So this is 20 for 10. So that's the same. This one's cheaper over here. This is the cheaper place if we are going to use raw metal. So this is where a lot of pieces are that make pieces, if that makes sense. So this is where the pickaxe head is. It's where the handles are. So this is where we've got to go to make these. So if we want to make this, we've got to go into here and make this, but we've got to make all this stuff first. Okay, a little bit confusing. Jumping between benches, but I kind of like the idea of the components. I do like the idea of components. So this is where the fun begins. In order to upgrade the refine tool, We need 25 level 2 metal blocks. So what do we need for that? We need water. So what do we need for water? Not in there. In here. So we need a bucket of water. We get 2 of them. Okay, so that'll be that ticked off. This only get 10. How many did we need? We need 25. Okay, so we've got to do this like twice. Okay, that's cool. So we get the bucket back at least. I found this bucket on the beach when I was hunting for the radar, so that was quite handy. Otherwise, I'd have to get a bucket, and to get a bucket, I'd need plastic, and to get plastic, I'd need, okay, chemicals and oil. Oh, it's a long way round. So now I need ember. I haven't seen any ember, and I need metal block. I need to get 3 of these, don't I? Yeah. Okay, so I do need more water. There we go. As for ember, I have not seen a single thing of ember. Is there a consumables for ember? Not in there. There is in here. So this needs like level 2 wood and coal to get ember. How much ember did we need? So we needed 1 ember. So we could probably look at that. Was it in here for level 2? Was. How much? We needed... Oh, that gets us 4. Okay. So we'll do that. So now we just need the ember. There's in here for ember. Now it gets 4. And we only need 1 of this. But we need to do this 3 times. So we need 3 of this. Yes. We should have enough. And all of that is just to get metal block level 2. Holy smokes. What else do we need then? Now we need circuit boards and component kits. So circuit boards were cheaper in here. I don't want to use that metal yet. So I need 35 of this. No, 25? 25. Okay, so then we want circuit boards. Circuit boards. What about component kits? Where do we get component kits? Component kits are in here. So we need circuit... Oh my days. We need circuit boards to make component kits. We get 2 of those. And we need 3, but we've got 1. Okay, so I need metal again. Constantly need metal. I have no way of getting any more metal at the minute. Okay, this is a... Oh, it's kind of fuzzes the brain a bit that I have to do all of that just to get part. Or just to get a tool. I don't know. I like the concept of it, but I feel that it's very in-depth. It's very deep. And I also need some rock to harvest so that I can actually get some stuff. I kind of see the direction that they're trying to go with it. Like the components to build the things. But if I have to go to this bench, 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 it gets really like, woo! It's a lot of effort, and it makes me wonder. Well, without getting the part, I don't know, but I am curious whether spending all those resources just for a refinery tool is going to be worth it. Like, how much faster is it going to be? Okay, so yeah, we've managed to get some. So hopefully we've got enough now, which we do, and that's all of our resources just spent on a upgraded refinery tool. Let's go to here. So does that mean that my refine tool is now upgraded? Let's have a check. I don't know if that's... I don't know if that's done anything. So I really don't know. I honestly don't know there. The next thing is upgrading the tools. I think we should upgrade this first. Oh, we've got to go through all this again. It's a lot to take in to know which bench to go. Bear in mind, I've only got 3 benches. And if I go in here and have a look, there's another 2 benches to go at least. And then there's all this stuff as well. So, okay. So for this, that's going to give me 15. That's going to give me the extra 10. Then I need metal, which I still don't have enough of. And then I need these screws. Oh boy. So hunger. What are these berries like? They give the smallest amount of hunger ever. I'm going to be doing a lot of resources while it's night again, waiting for this stuff to grow. As it just grows. But I still need to keep planting all of this because I need... Well, I've got 5 beets now. I need 5 carrots somewhere a mile off. Okay, so I've found the difference between the upgraded refine tool and the non-upgraded refine tool. Look at the animation. This is the non-upgraded animation. It's got a blue light on it. See the blue light? Whereas, if we activate this, it's got a red light on it. That's the upgraded. But I don't think they make any difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a test. So that side by side is a comparison of the difference. Although the pickaxe, it does make it quicker to break the rocks. I'll happily admit that. Like, it makes it so much faster to break the rocks. The grind of this game is already feeling quite tedious. It's only early game. It's only like the second quest as well, just to grow 5 beets, 5 carrots. I'm just spending my entire time harvesting resources. It's just so long. It's just so long because you have to harvest so many resources, and then I go back to my tables, and then it's like, I don't understand why the normal metal block 1 isn't straight out of the deposits like it is in normal scrap mechanic, because here we have to harvest this, which is actually raw metal, to then take it to one of the tables to process the resource with coal. So we're losing 2 resources to gain 1 resource, when on the base game we already had that 1 resource. It's a very long-winded way around things. I'm struggling to see the benefit. I am struggling to see the benefit. Like, I like the idea, the concept of these, like the component parts for making the tools and stuff, but there's a lot of constant depth to it that feels very off-putting. Not gonna lie. It does feel a little bit like I'm questioning why I've got to go through so many hoops. It's a bit strange, but, you know, each to their own. It's a mod. You got to look at it like it's a mod. It's like it's a whole new game, and we're playing it like that. Yeah, I'm unsure. I won't lie, I am unsure. At the minute, there doesn't seem to be any gameplay element for me other than, oh, refine this, go to the table, try and craft something, find out that I need to craft 300 different parts to make a part, to then realize I have to go back and refine it. I don't know. It just feels like something's off-putting. Okay, to get a bearing, I've got to craft a metal block and a screw. To get a screw, I've got to craft metal blocks. Yeah, I know you get 6 screws and it's only 4 metal blocks, but I have to craft my metal block to lose 2 resources. To use a metal block to craft a screw, to also use a metal block and a screw to craft a bearing. Why can't I just craft a bearing? It's you know what I mean? It's just a little bit interesting. Okay, so if we get a drill, how am I going to run a drill? To run the drill, I would need like a motor. So if I was to get a gas engine 1, I need a metal cage, an engine block, and an exhaust, okay? Metal cage. Metal cage needs pipes. Pipes need metal block. So I need 6 pipes. We get 4 for 1. Then I needed the engine block. Oh, Christ on a bike. Needs a bearing, which we've already looked at. Needs more metal blocks to make screws, to make metal blocks, to make, yeah. And circuit boards we also need to fuel. Okay. And exhaust pipes was also coal. Then I have no way to move it. I need wheels. I haven't seen any wheels yet. Kind of pointless because I still don't have any way to move stuff. Let's go chemistry bench. So I need more metal block and I need more circuit boards. Circuit boards are cheaper here. That will get me 2. That's the 3 that I need, right? Yeah, and then I just need 50 metal blocks. Oh boy. So that's 50 metal blocks. That's that. I like the rain. The rain is good. Rain is good. I think it's actually... It does. But the rain seems to be making the soil wet. That's cool. That's a nice little touch. That saves on water. That's nice. Then we can get this chemistry bench going. Okay, so let's have a look what's in here. So that's a tyre component. That needs beeswax, it needs plastic block. Okay, so if I'd have looked in here, I'd have found this. So that's 9 and 25. What is it in here? 8 and 20. Okay, so then to get a wheel, for example, a normal wheel, we need 1 tyre component and 1... Is that a metal rim? Metal rim. So for a metal rim, I need 5 metal blocks, but then I also need 6 screws. 6 screws are 4 metal blocks. That's 9 metal blocks. Then I need 6 pipes. We get 4, so that's 2. This should be able to build me all the components. Is that my understanding? So this is 10 metal blocks, and I need this. So I need screws, and I need to do 2 of those, and then finally I get this. Is that right? But that's only for, well, it's only for 1 rim. I still haven't got the rubber. Well, I do because I picked 2 up. Smallest usable wheel, and we'll get 2. I'll do that. Let's have a look, see what sort of size they are. Smallest wheels, micro wheels. So we'll get 2 for this. We'll get another one so that we can get 2 more wheels, which will give us 4 wheels at least. So how big are these? Okay, they're usable. It's kind of only just usable, but they will be usable. Big problems now though. Still don't have an engine. Gas is 8 here. Okay, we get 5. Okay, cool. I'm really lost already. I don't know about you guys, I am really lost. This is just for an engine. This is just for a level 1 gas engine. I'm just grateful that I've got a seat. Because if I didn't have a seat, I kind of dread to think if I didn't have a seat, then I need metal, which I haven't got enough, so I have to go back out again and harvest some metal. Oh boy. This is the problem as well with so many resources coming out of the stone ore deposits. The chance to get the resource you want is smaller than it was before. I'm just getting a load of stone and copper and coal, and I need raw metal. Whereas in the original scrap mechanic, it was either going to be stone or metal. Level 1 metal already, so you already had your block. RNG, I guess. RNG. I'd like to stop harvesting because I've got enough metal to build the engine. The only problem is I don't have enough metal to build... Well, I don't have enough metal to build the bearings that I need. I also need to build the connection tool. It's just grinding simulator, isn't it? There's just not a lot of fun to be had. Just endlessly resource harvesting. Out of this entire rock pile, I found 2 pieces of metal. I'll just harvest this. I'll go see Bill. Drop off these carrots and these beets, see if they're any use to him, see what rewards, if any, we get out of him. Okay, so he didn't give us anything. He just wants a level 1 sensor and 40 metal. Because metal's easy to come by at the minute. So what's a sensor while we're here? Let's have a look at a sensor. A level 1 sensor, we need metal blocks, we need component kits, and we need a compact computer. A compact computer needs circuit board and logic. Logic needs component kits and metal, so we need sort of 1, was that 2? 1 there and 1 there, yeah, so we need 2 component kits. Component kits need metal, but we'll get 2. Okay, supercomputer, logic, circuit boards. It's all circuit boards that we're going to be needing again. So that needs 2, so we've got to make 2 more for that. Yeah. Okay. At this point, I did continue to play on, but I won't lie to you guys. I found this to be really, really grindy. I wasn't being able to enjoy the game or the mod for what it might offer because I was spending so much time harvesting resources by hand. Because to use a machine, you have to go through so many stages to craft parts, to be able to craft simple machinery, that it just feels that you're getting nowhere and getting nowhere fast. And what's even more frustrating for me is there are parts of this where I use the unlimited resources command to actually help me get resources so that it didn't delay me as much as it would do if I didn't use them. And that's kind of frustrating because I think when I play through this game, I look at anybody else who's going to play through it properly without using any cheats, and I just see you getting frustrated. There is so much that this mod does offer. I just feel that it's just missing a little bit, and the grind, for me personally, is just far too much for far little reward. You saw what it was like trying to make an engine, you saw what it was like trying to make a bench. I'm going backwards and forwards endlessly to rocks just trying to get metal, which because there's metal, there's stone, there's copper, there's coal, there's 4 different resources that you get out of the rocks now. Just trying to get basic material is near impossible. Everything seems to cost so much resource, and it's early game and it's putting me off. It is massively putting me off, and I feel so unfair saying that, and a lot of people I've been hearing say, well, you got to play further and play further, but if you're not enjoying it from the start, if everything feels like you are up against it and you're just spending your time harvesting resources, and I keep saying by hand because it is by hand, because you've got a lot to do before you're able to get a machine, it's just going to take the fun out of it. Scrap mechanic is about designing things so you can build stuff and these crazy contraptions to do things, but this mod has such a gap between when you start and when you're able to build those machines that it's quite off-putting. Now I know scrap mechanic is grindy at the best of times. The original scrap mechanic is a grind. You can see that by looking at player base and how we're talking about it. You can see that because Axolot put in those oil ponds because we were so fed up of diving for oil and barely getting any. Unfortunately, this mod feels like it's at that grind level again. There's so many things that are taken away. We can't get metal from any bots anymore. There isn't any bots. The only place that we can get metal from is from those rocks. We need metal for what feels like absolutely everything. It just doesn't seem to be enough. I've tried to give this mod a chance. This isn't the first time that I've played through it. I played through it earlier before I sort of spoke with the guys who made it and just expressed my feelings about the grind, and they said that they had a look at stuff and adjusted it, and I actually went a lot further that first time through because I wanted to give it more and more of a chance. But honestly, my feelings towards this mod are the same even now after the tweaks. It just feels so grindy. I'm still only at quest number 3 in this entire playthrough, and I have spent all of the time harvesting. It just doesn't feel enjoyable to me. I'm really sorry to say that. Everybody out there is going to have a different experience experience. I would say give it a go. I don't want to be biased and say keep away from it. I'd say give it a go. Be open-minded and give it a go. But personally, I feel it was just too much and not as fun as I hoped it'd be.